Hello, welcome back to another video. This one's been quite a long time coming, but I've been away for quite a few weeks on DV and I'm now currently on holiday in Spain. So it's been quite a long time doing other things, busy couple weeks, but it's good to finally get the video out. And yeah, so this is the voiceover for the Under 16 West Midlands Regional Champs. And currently this is the Under 14s being shown. But the Under 14s was the race before mine. I had a friend of mine racing, Harry Roth. He's the one in the white Van Rysel skin suit. And I think he had a pretty good race. There were two off the front, Mika and Gethin. But they ended up just staying away until the end. Mika with a good win, solo. And it was Gethin in second. And I think this is the sprint for third. And Harry got a little bit stuck in the last lap, nearly got there, but fourth for him again. That's 2 times in a row he's come fourth at Evesham, but yeah, big well done to Harry. And then pretty much straight after I was on for my final little course practice. And I had ridden this course before, I did quite well last time, managed to get second. So if you haven't already seen that video, check that one out, I can link it in the description. But yeah, course practice, and it was quite an interesting race because there was a big team that had come over from Ireland. They're, I think, called Cycling Monster, and they're all in these blue and black skin suits. So it was going to be quite an interesting race to see how they work together, but also how strong they were, because none of us had ever really raced against them before. But I was sort of by myself for most of the course practice, just trying to get the laps in without the group. But this didn't work too well, because when they called the group in, I was still about half a lap to go, so I started right at the back. So this is the Under 16 start, my race. And I'm just at the back on the left there, right of the screen, in the black skin suit. And it was quite a fast start. One of the Irish guys attacked straight away, but I was pretty much dead last off the start. I think I came around the first corner in about 15th or 16th. But some attacks off the start. Yeah, 15th off the line. And I had a game plan, and I wanted to be at the front for pretty much the whole race, so I could follow moves for the first half and try and attack in the second half. So these first couple laps were extremely important, because I needed to get to the front as fast as possible to make sure no moves would go away. But the Irish guy that attacked at the start, he got pulled back, and I just spent the first couple laps trying to move up, so I'm in 11th now. And then round that corner I think I moved up into 9th. So just picking off places in the corners is super important. And I think this is about a lap later, probably 2.5 laps in, and I'm nearly into the top 3. So I tried to get round into 4th there, but got shut. Someone shut the door on me on the exit of the corner, but half a lap later made it to the front. And this was extremely key, because as soon as I got there it was a very strong attack, which I was just about able to follow. I really enjoy the Evesham course. It's extremely technical, but it seems to flow pretty well if you get the corners right. I do like the more technical courses because it gives me more of a chance to get away with the freewheeling and less about power. But this is pretty much as soon as I got to the front and I started trying to stretch the group out. I didn't actually know I had a gap at this point, but you can see there's 2 guys trying to come across the gap, and then there's the group, and there's just a few riders just falling off the back, which made my job a little bit easier. And if you see my positioning for the rest of the race, I think I stayed in the top 3, just always trying to be there so I was able to respond to the attacks, because I didn't want to go away for the whole race. So I had a plan to make sure no one could get away in the first half, and then try and get away myself in the second half. So the Irish guys were working really well together. I think there was one guy who's in 3rd here, and he looked to be the strongest one. And he was quite often near the front, and the rest of them were sometimes further towards the back. But I sort of picked him out as a dangerous one because he was always attacking and stuff. Yeah. But the rest of them were always he was trying to encourage them to get towards the front, to give them a hand. But you can see there's 5 of them on the back there. There's loads of them. I don't quite know why I was on the front here. I think that section kind of suited me quite well, so I was trying to maybe drop a couple of the guys on the back. And then this guy on the Specialized with the S-Works helmet, he attacked and he had a teammate on the front, so I was able to follow it, but no one else was because the other Irish guy started blocking, and Matt just about bridged across over the course of the next lap, and I saw this as a good opportunity to try and push on and get away, because Matt is, I know him quite well, he's extremely strong, and the other guy had picked out throughout the race as being one of the other strongest. And it was good because he had teammates, so being able to separate him from his teammates was really good for both me and Matt, so we both pushed on with this. And you can see we didn't get super fast straight away, but that's sort of the nature of the Evesham course, because there's sort of a max speed around it because of the corners. You can't push too hard, and it gets quite sketchy later. Me and I think Shane, his name was, we both have a pedal strike in the closing stages of the race, which affects both of our races quite badly. But from working together, we did about a lap each for quite a while. Nathan. And we managed to get a pretty good gap. And once you're out of sight on the Evesham course, which doesn't happen very often because it's so close together, all the pieces of track, they sort of forget about you and you're able to get away without much. Because obviously the group can only chase for so long. Once they give up and you keep on pushing, you're able to continue to get a gap, which is how I was able to get away last time. But that didn't work this time because I think there were some stronger riders. So this is me, Matt and Shane, and we've just lapped quite a few riders there. And then Shane attacked after I did quite a hard pull because we were getting pretty close to the group now. So I think maybe he was trying to go solo and bridge back onto the group because he didn't want to drag me and Matt with him. But Matt managed to get on his wheel and I just about managed to get on Matt's wheel. But it was a very strong acceleration. And then this is 4 laps to go. And I attacked over the hill. It's not really a hill, it's like a little rise. But I attacked over there and I got a gap through the next corners. And I was able to...
Good stuff, Nathan!
I just went all in here to try and break them mentally and see if they'd stop chasing. I got a good gap and it was in the straights that I thought I might get closed in. But I had a pedal strike in this corner, which is quite a technical one, which I was really annoyed about. But after that I was a little bit rattled, so I just eased off a bit, let them catch back up. And at this point we actually nearly lapped the bunch, so there's Malachi going through. And then we just come through maybe 10 seconds behind. But we eased off at this point because we didn't actually want to catch them because it could affect the race. And maybe you get an advantage from catching the bunch, but there's also a chance you get a disadvantage. So I went again, and this was going into the last lap now, about a lap and a half to go. And I was still pretty tired from my other move because I wanted that one to go all the way.
Yes,
but I couldn't really, didn't do as well this time. Wasn't able to get a gap, and Matt and Shane both came round me at the start of the last lap. And Matt is extremely good at cornering, so he started to get away here.
Well done, Matt, come on!
And you can see that,
well done, Nathan.
I think in Ireland they actually race on the roads, which we don't do in England. But Shane had a pedal strike there. I think I might have been putting a little bit of pressure on him from the outside, so sorry about that. But Shane had a pedal strike and I came round, I bridged onto Matt, and Matt just held me off in the sprint. So really good racing from Matt. Massive well done to him. Well done to Shane as well.
Well done, Nathan.
I think it's slightly different racing in the UK because I think him and his team came over from Ireland, and racing on the roads, probably not as much corners, so it was probably a bit of an experience because this is one of the most technical, probably the most technical circuit I've ever raced on. So yeah, massive well done to him and well done to everyone else who raced. So yeah, this is the podium now, and super happy with second. Just many more British cycling points, and I'm currently trying to get to 50 to try and get my dispensation for next year, so this was super useful for trying to get there. So yeah, well done to Matt, well done to everyone else who raced, well done to Harry in the under 14s, And yeah, well done to everyone who raced the day after in Wyke. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to check out my other video from Evesham, I'll link it in the description. And I've got some more videos coming out about the Dawlish GP, and also there's another one from Castle Coombe. So yeah, look out for those, and thank you for watching. Bye.